Somebody made a comment in the last video that I wasn't drinking lattes. Well, I was. They just weren't in the view of the camera. What is up, everybody? It is Life's Apprentice. It is a Sunday, beautiful day here. It's actually kind of chilly. It's very nice. And I'm coming at you guys with a video that's been requested and I've been excited to make for a long time. But it took time for me to legitimately make this video. Today's video is going to be how much money I made in my dumpster business in the first year. Well, the reason I wasn't able to make this is because I hadn't been in the business for an entire year, and that's kind of important when you're talking about money. If you guys like this video, please hit the thumbs up. I want to get this video some good views. The last couple of money videos that I've done like this have been some of the best videos that I've had on my channel. So if you can hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and leave a comment if you have any questions. I'd like to get this video as many views as I possibly can. I'm really putting myself out there when I make these videos because I'm literally giving you guys the exact information. And most people are scared to do this. I am not scared to do this. I'm not scared to show you guys. I'm here to teach you. I'm here to show you the reality. I'm not here to clickbait you. And I want you guys to understand this business. There's a lot of you that want to get into it. There's a lot of you that are getting into it, and you're getting a lot of false information from, other sources out there. I want to be the source to give you free content and give you real life information, 100% transparent. If you are new to the channel, keep in mind that I have over 100 dumpster videos on YouTube. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I answer all of my comments. At this point, I'm able to. If my channel continues to grow, there may come a day where I'm not able to, but in the meantime, I have been able to answer every single comment. If you ever have questions, come to me. I will answer them. So, without further ado, we're going to get into the numbers. Now, I'm going to show you guys this. This is the printout from June 27th, 2020 to June 27th, 2021. This is directly off of our QuickBooks. This is not a lie. None of these numbers are made up. None of these are fudged. None of these are rounded. You are getting absolute transparency, 100%. And this is proof. This is about the most I can show you guys without getting into information that I don't want to share. But these numbers are absolutely real, and I'm happy to share them with you and show you guys exactly what goes on behind the scenes in our numbers. No other dumpster YouTuber has done this, and I'm going to be the first one. I'd like to continue to do it, so I'll leave a like button just for having the balls to put this out there. Now, one thing to consider, when we started this business last year, we started with 11 dumpsters, and we are now at 28. So throughout the course from June 27th, 2020 to June 27th, 2021, we have moved from 11 dumpsters to 28 dumpsters. So these numbers that you're seeing are not 11 dumpsters completely, and they are not 28 dumpsters completely. So the business has changed a lot since June of 2020. And it's going to continue to change. So keep that in mind. If you guys have the question of, well, how many dumpsters did you have? There is no real answer to that because it's changed so many times within this year. But this is our exact numbers for these 365 days. This is including winter. So this is June to June. This is including winter, which we have heavy winter around here. And we have our dumpster whiteboard right here that we wrote on, because my whiteboard in the shop, the lighting in there is just not very good. So we decided to do this, and we realized that with the dry erase marker, that where you erase it, you're still going to be able to see it. So we're going to have to probably paint this. So again, hit the like button. Total gross profit, $202,216.60. That is our total sales for that 365 days. The number of dumpsters sold or rented was 473 rentals in 365 days. Now we'll get back to these total expenses, $167,245.35. That is extremely high, but hold out and let me explain. Net profit $34,971.25. Now on 202,000, what is that? Maybe 15% or something like that. I didn't do the exact math, but that's pretty low, honestly. But there is a reason for that.
And action.
So the first expense, and this is a pretty big expense. Now this has gone up monthly. Our advertising and marketing is $13,512.65. Now that was a lot lower last year, and it is getting higher now because we have more dumpsters. So I would expect next year, or for the year of 2021, this number is going to be higher than it was last year. Bank fees, $894.95. I don't know exactly what all that is. Some of it, I believe, was interest-only payments on some loans that we had while we were waiting for the truck or dumpsters. We had loans for those, and until we received the truck and the dumpsters, we would have had to pay interest only for a month or two. So these are kind of a one-time cost when you're taking on a new loan. Car and truck. There are other itemized expenses for vehicles, but $16,913.15. This is basically 100% fuel and DEF fluid. So that's how much we spent in fuel in 365 days. That's a big expense, more than marketing. Contractors. Now this is dump fees and 1099 employees. When we first had Tim hired, he was a 1099 employee. He owns his own business, so we were able to do that because he carries his own insurance. Since then, Tim has become a legitimate employee, or more legitimate employee, where we have workman's comp and taxes and everything come out of his payroll through the state. The next one, insurance, $13,488. This includes workman's comp for employees. This includes liability insurance or business liability insurance, and insurance on trucks and trailers. Now we have full coverage on trucks and trailers. We do not own them. We have loans on them, so it's required to have full coverage on our trucks and trailers because of the loans. But this is something that I would recommend, whether you own the truck or not in this business, you need to have full coverage. If something were to happen, it could completely ruin your business just based on that insurance. And again, these are all tax write-offs, so these are good expenses to have if your business is profitable, because it's going to save you when Uncle Sam comes knocking. The next one is job supplies. This is $12,339.63. This is going to include like our rent for our yard. I believe some of this was dumpsters that we bought last year that we paid in cash, and some other random stuff like
Bungees.
Yeah, bungee cords, tarper kits, stuff.
Fire extinguishers.
Yeah, fire extinguishers, stuff to be DOT compliant. We also got shirts and sweatshirts made, business cards made, stickers for new dumpsters. There's a lot of things that go into this. This is kind of vague, but some of this was purchasing new dumpsters, which some of them we did purchase with cash. We just got to a point where we were growing so fast that we could not keep up with demand and pay for everything in cash. So we ripped off the Band-Aid and spent the money via the bank. So the bank basically funded for us buying more dumpsters. Some other expenses, office and software. Now this is going to include stamps, envelopes, QuickBooks, and Docket. And Docket is the software that we use to track our dumpsters, and it links directly to QuickBooks. This is something, if you're going to be in this business, you're going to need something like this. It's going to save you tons of time, tons of guesswork, and it's going to help you create numbers like this. You need to know these numbers if you're going to be in this business. And this is an expense here that is absolutely necessary, in my opinion. So $1,982.13 for the entire year for office supplies and software. And I believe that we bought a laptop computer for the business, specifically for the business, within that, and it's not a fancy laptop. It's probably $300. And that could have been other expenses too. Other expenses might have been the computer, $384.31. I don't know exactly what those are, but they could be a computer, they could be, just other random things that you need. They could have been our sweatshirts and things like that. Repairs and maintenance, this includes one truck for 6 months of this, and 2 trucks for the second 6 months, and then 2 trailers. Repairs and maintenance, $6,078.65. Taxes and license, $1,324.54. What exactly are these, Chelsea?
So you have your LLC, you have your DOT,
your DNR
numbers, and we had to make changes and added trucks.
But what is the taxes exactly? Taxes on what? Could it be like maybe sales tax or something on dumpsters? Or I don't know.
I don't know if taxes are actually included in that. I think it's more licensing. It's just
okay. So this
is
basically licensing, but QuickBooks categorizes it as taxes and licensing. But this is basically your licensing, your WDNR number or DNR number, your DOT number, and renewal or license plates for the vehicles and trailers. Loan payments, $27,951. This is going to be higher this year because we've spent about $200,000 this year on new equipment, which has gone to debt. We did make down payments, and we are making larger payments, basically more than minimum payments on the debt that we have. But this includes the 10 brand new dumpsters that we got a loan for, the new truck that we got a loan for, and our original loan from when we bought the business. So you're looking at about $2,200 a month or something like that in loan payments. And then you have your phone expense, $437.83 for an entire year. Not too bad. We don't have a fancy expensive plan. It works for us. Some people are going to have a little bit more cost on that, and that's fine, but we do have a separate phone for the business, and I think that's kind of important. Maybe not when you're first starting out, but it is something that you should look into, is have a separate phone for the business, a separate phone number. And then we have wages, $31,388.44, and taxes, $3,434.88. Now this is taxes on this money. So when Laura gets paid, Laura's salary, every single week she gets a paycheck and we pay the taxes for her. It just makes everything a lot easier. You go back up here, our total expenses, $167,245.35, and our net profit, $34,971.25. Now if you add this $34,000 with the wages that were paid, say you were a one-man show, you could have basically paid yourself about $75,000 or $80,000 in a year based on these numbers. And keep in mind that we have been growing this business so rapidly that last year we bought 5 dumpsters, which is about $20,000 that we bought in cash, and we have bought a new truck and 10 other dumpsters that are on loan. Now this is not necessary, but this is going to add to our total expenses. So as far as our profit margin goes on $202,000, $34,971.25 is actually pretty good, all things considered, with the amount of money that we have spent, and that's paying for a full-time employee legitimately. Well, and this is a really, really good snapshot into our business, and I hope that you guys out there can use some of this information to help you with your finances and starting your business or making a business plan for your business. But keep in mind that we are growing extremely fast. We are taking on debt. I mean, we just got that truck wrapped that cost us like $4,000. We paid for that in cash. So these are expenses that are not completely necessary in another business. And your business is going to vary. Your numbers are going to be, I think some of your numbers are going to be extremely similar, and I think some of them are going to be completely different. But we are attempting to grow this business 2, 3, 4, 10 times what it was when we bought it. In the first 12 months, we have tripled the business. Basically, maybe not numbers wise, but capacity wise. We've added a truck. We've almost tripled the amount of dumpsters that we have. We've spent a lot more money on marketing. So our profit margin is fairly slim, but that's only going to last for so long. If we were to stop right now and just stop growing, pay off debt, these numbers would look a lot different. Now this year my goal for 2021 from January 1 to January 1 is to do 600 rentals. We just checked the other day. We are at like 294 rentals, and it's not even July yet. So we're getting close to the goal. We have a lot of good season coming up, and you also have to consider that we had 18 dumpsters in January and February. Now we have 28, and eventually we're going to have 40 at some point this year. So as we get more, we can advertise more, we can spend a little bit more, and we should surpass that $600 rental goal for this year. That is my goal with this business for this year. Next year, 800, maybe 1,000. That's kind of the goal, and something that you guys should be striving for. Set yourself goals, figure out your numbers, come up with a plan. Based on these numbers, you can make a pretty good plan. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. If there's anything I left out, I don't think there is this time that I left out. Obviously, I don't go into depreciation and stuff like that. I am not a CPA. This is not financial or business advice. This is just a snapshot into our business and show you guys what you basically can expect. I think a lot of people out there think that because we have 28 dumpsters and, based on YouTube, that we're doing a lot more money per year than we really are. That is just not the reality. You're being lied to. And that's why I'm coming to you, showing you, and just hopefully this humbles you and gives you just a realistic idea of what you can expect. There's great money to be made. The profits are really good. It's a pretty easy business to run. And we absolutely love it. Love having you guys watch. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Like I said, leave any questions in the comments down below, and I will see you guys on the next one.